Okay, we found the missing wiring. Doesn't light to work. So it's under the seat. Found the zip tie too. Okay, so we got the ignition switch hanging out here, but we gotta replace it because it's a piece of crap. Okay, so these are held on this little clip, so you just go in here like this. Pop these free.
Fuse breakers?
And then you should be able to get more replay to pull out the switch. So pull your switch out down there. Can you get it out now? Enough replay or not?
Not really.
So you're going through everything's going through this stupid frame, which is terrible. See how there's no grommet or anything, and it's got sharp wires there? That's going to be a dead short. That's why you don't run wiring through frames. It's stupid. So I would take all that wiring that's in that frame and put it external and get away from these sharp edges. It's going to start a fire. Especially if we keep yanking on this shit trying to get the switch out. Okay, if it won't go out the bottom, let's try coming out the top.
Can you hold the camera?
Yeah, you hold the camera. Let me see here. Bingo. Now we're at the top, see? Okay, this is a cheap-ass universal switch is what this is.
I've seen one in the front.
And see how it's got missing something right there? Guess what that does?
What?
Probably has a light circle in it. See, this says SD. Normally they got like battery, light, and ignition. So you have a B, an I, and an L. This switch here is so cheap it doesn't even give you that. Okay, now you can use a cheap-ass switch like this, or you can upgrade to a better switch. But either way, you need a new switch. What size hole? You got a big-ass hole, you got a lot of room. So I think we should upgrade to at least a better switch than these universal cheapy damn ones.
You have the same one in your...
So, do you have another switch floating around or not?
It looks like
we need one from you.
You have one in your,
I have lots of switches, so...
Whatever you recommend.
So we need to upgrade switches. Okay, next thing after we do the switch in there, we gotta figure out all this power is at.
Did something break?
Okay. Yes, probably, but there's all kinds of stuff we gotta figure where it's at. Okay, here's a missing wire that we don't know what it is yet. So that goes probably back into the frame because there's a bunch of junk in the frame that shouldn't be in there.
Look here, Tatro. Headlight's not hooked up.
Okay, I'm not concerned about the headlight at this point. Like I said, this is going to be a
Cut the
problem
wire
here.
and see what kind of wire it is. So I can crimp to that.
Okay, so we don't know what this is going to. My guess is it went to here.
Yeah, I'd second that guess.
So we're going to need a new end for this to go onto here while when we were wiring it. We are still missing whatever position this is, which we don't know what it is yet. This yellow one, it looks like it's going to the breaker, so it's probably a hot wire of some type. And then this one over here, where's this big one going to? It's a big red wire, which goes to this breaker. And then this wire here, red wire, goes where? Where's that one go to?
It's going back in the frame.
See
Or
that-
it came
see
out
that-
of the frame.
See that juice I just got there? See that spark?
Oh, that's nice.
So we know this is hot. It's
Okay.
full-time hot. So we know this is loaded right now. So where's my test light at?
Right here.
Okay, hook up my ground. Don't poke me with that. Okay, is the ground wire back to the battery down there? No.
You want it on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on.
Okay, we got juice through the breaker, so we know the breaker's good, see? Okay, go to this one.
That breaker.
Okay, well, I don't know what position the switch is in. I don't know if it's on right now.
I can
or
turn
off.
it on if
I
you
don't
want.
think it is, because the tail light's on.
Here, hold
Okay,
this.
so it's
I
on.
can turn it on if you want.
Okay, see this is a hot wire? That's not. So this is our hot wire. This goes to the battery somehow, some way. This is going to the battery. So this is going to be our battery wire. This, I'm assuming, is... You probably had one position for everything and they didn't even have a screw on this one. You should have ignition and lights separated.
They had a screw in there, and it fell out earlier today, but there was nothing
sure?
on it.
Yeah, there's no wire on it though.
The
hot.
brass is shiny and new because it was never used.
Yeah. Okay, this is a hot one here, so I'm going to put that right there now so we'll keep shorting on it. So I'm going to assume that this is our ignition because we have no ignition right now. And this is probably going to your light circuit because we have lights, this yellow one. This here's our ignition wire that's broken. So we hook that up, we should have ignition again. Okay, so I'm going to go get a few parts and we'll be back.
Should we put this on pause?
Go like that. We have wires. Okay, no light yet. Okay, so we have the correct terminal. It's a number 8. We have a new Harley style switch. And you notice how they have those letters on there like I talked about before. L is light, IG is ignition, and B, I don't know what B stands for. What do you think B? Badass. There you go. That's what that means. Okay, so pull that out. Okay, so now we gotta go over here and figure out what we're doing over here. So we know this wire here needs to be connected to something, we just don't know what. I'm pretty sure it needs an eyelet on it. Okay, so you have to figure out which size eyelet you want. Are we working on 15 gauge wire, 23 gauge wire, or 18 gauge wire? Which one do you want to use? We'll use that one. Let's see what we got here. Damn.
Gee, those are real strippers.
Size I got this thing on.
Wow.
They're too small. That's the right size. You mean I actually have real tools here?
Yeah, no, those are like real strippers, like
Oh,
not pieces of shit.
not your teeth? Notice how the red fits on there? No, you're supposed to put the titty on the back side, not on the front side. See, it's a split, it comes together. If you crimp there, it doesn't do a very good job. If you crimp on the back side, it does a correct job. You notice those aren't those $5 ones you buy at Kmart. These are the upgraded $10 ones you buy at Walmart. Yeah, you notice how they're a little wrong size? See, that's a 3/16, and this is a 1/4 inch. See the difference? Remember which one I was using? The number 8. Remember that? Oops. Oh shit, it fell off. Damn. Okay, this is a little bit bigger wire now, so move this up to the next size bigger.
I've never seen no wire strippers like that.
Well, those are real. That's fucking real strippers. I mean,
Okay,
stinking.
what number thread do we need? Remember what number?
Was it 8?
An 8.
1/4.
Oh, you mean like those? 8? Not 10? They're not 1/4
I
inch?
don't remember.
You notice how they're blue this time? If in doubt, check it. See? Maybe how that works, huh? Okay, this is a lot bigger wire, see? Takes a bigger terminal. Bug flying around. Okay, you want the wire to stick half, partially way through, see? See how I cut it long enough to be almost sticking through, but not quite?
Since while we're on the subject,
Of crappy wire?
yeah, this one's pretty bad.
You mean there's more crappy wire on this bike? I find that almost impossible to believe.
Fuck.
I'm thinking you got some hot power up through there.
Yeah.
So we know that we have juice down there now.
Well, I hit the fucking wrench on that.
Oh, so you screwed up my wrench.
Well, it got a little spark.
Yeah, see, that's called screwed up my wrench over there. That's going to cost you.
Fucking A. Oh, sorry.
That wrench is probably worth more than.
No, if you disconnect the battery, it will quit doing that.
Well, I'm cleaning
Can we
out.
disconnect one of the terminals?
This one's pretty bad too, Tatro.
I would say you probably should go down there and disconnect the negative terminal down there, and then you quit having these working conditions that have been going on lately. Because I'm going to find a hot one over here, because I think this is the hot one here.
This is the right size hole, but as
Put
you
that
can
on
see,
tight.
the wires are all
I need
frayed.
the
You have to use
adjustable.
the crescent wrench. That's why you don't use Phillips
I
to
got it.
tighten.
You want it off, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then that way we quit arcing everything. See, we actually have a battery down there that has juice now. See, so you might have heard of that before. You know, juice,
Actually,
power, full 12 volts, maybe even 12.8 volts.
I'm
Okay.
learning a lot of new words at the shop.
There you
like
go.
Juice.
Now when he touches that down there, he shouldn't destroy my tools anymore.
All right.
Yeah, that's what they always say when you screw everything all up.
What does it mean?
Yeah, right. Okay, so now this one here won't be arcing. And I unscrew this one. Now we're assuming this is the hot one, but somebody disconnected it, so I don't know for sure. It feels like it's about the right size hole in there again. You know what size that was?
Which was
You know what the right size hole was?
8.
About that size right there.
Yeah, that's a big gauge.
Oh, we got another broken wire. Okay, where's this one go to? Okay, this one here makes a loop and goes right over here, see? So if we take that and cut that sucker, we'll have a little bit more free space to use. Now this is trying to save that, but it doesn't want to be saved. Okay, fine. Must not be small enough. There we go. Okay, that's going to be another blue one. Number 8. Now you know what the colors mean?
Blue's 8.
Nope.
Blue's negative.
Blue is 14, 16 gauge wire. Red is 18 and 20. The hole one's smaller on the different sizes in here. 8 is the size of the lug here. The wire is the color code. So when you're looking at this shit, that's what the color coding means. If you see a yellow one, those are the real thick ones. Those are for the 10 and 12 gauge wire. Big boy stuff. Okay, so we might have to cut that zip tie, but I'm going to try not to. Okay, so I'm assuming this is a hot one, but I don't remember right now. So where's my test light?
We gotta hook it back up to the negative, right?
You want to hook it onto the negative post?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that. That must be the hot one. Okay, we're good. Disconnect this so this doesn't get arced. Disconnect that so that doesn't get arced. There you go. So where's the battery on this one?
The top?
The B?
Yes. Because we have a real switch now that has 3 different.
What am I at here, B? You got my Phillips screwdriver floating around, the small one?
Somewhere.
Perfect. Okay, bring that down, but not quite all the way. Okay, we're assuming this yellow one was light. But we don't really know for sure, but we're going to go for it. And then the one was the one I made, the black one, is going to be ignition, I'm thinking. So we're going to go with that for now. If we're wrong, we're wrong, but you never know, we might be right. Okay, where's my light wire? Can you hold that switch there, right there for me? And where's the other light? The black one's over here somewhere. This is going to be tight, but we should be all right. Okay, I'm just gonna hook these up initially so we can do a little test. Okay. Where's my jumper
Reconnect
wire?
the.
Grab my jumper wire down there. Disconnect it off my test light. Okay, hook that on the battery. Hook this to the ground wire. Now, if something goes arc, you yank it off.
Hook this to the ground wire?
Yeah, right there, cable.
Oh, this.
There, so if something happens, you just pull it off real quick and it doesn't burn up anything. It's called testing. Yeah, if you touch that, we'll have an arcing problem. Like that down there.
And what we got is
This light came on, that one did not. Okay, so the ignition, lights, on. Ignition first position, no lights came on, see? Tail lights on, to get the headlights on. This is our light circuit, so these are connected correctly. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on, ignition on. Okay, where's my test light? Okay, hook that down there to the, one of those two terminals down there. I don't care which one. You can rotate that if you want. Oh, no, it's gotta be ground. It's gotta be ground.
Negative.
Yeah, that could be the cable. Okay, where's the coil at?
Coil is okay. Yes.
Look at that.
Why are they both hot?
It goes through everything.
Okay.
Coil's charged right now.
Cool.
Okay, so
Whoa.
okay, so go ahead and pull the ground wire off, pull everything off to the battery down there.
No way, dude. What the heck?
Okay, now you should have a wire that's going up here someplace, it would be your light wire. It's probably poking out of frame
It's right here.
someplace. Where's it at?
It's short, huh?
Is there a
What
wire
gauge is
in
it?
there?
What gauge is it?
Yeah, it's right here.
Do that.
Okay.
Oh, you got it too?
Okay,
Got negative and
connect me down here to the battery again. I gotta change my hand.
Okay, so
Okay, so we should be dead right now.
turn the key.
No.
Yes,
Oh.
next position. That's off the other way.
Is the tail light on?
Nope.
Hold on.
I think the
we
battery's
don't have the battery.
disconnected. Yeah. Do you want me to take your tester off? Or leave it on? Just
Tester
reconnect.
should be connected right
Need
now.
the
Oh, I need
jumper.
tester. Put the jumper on the battery, or just touch the battery cable up there, it doesn't matter.
Just touch it real fast?
Yeah.
Alright.
Is the tail light on?
You me to take it off? Do half click for lights?
Okay, that's off.
No, do a half click for lights or whatever. All right, you got lights, Tatro. Tell me when you want me to pull it off.
No power here. Okay, you're on the second position. You're on the light circuit. Back it up one notch. Don't touch them there. You're arcing.
Here, I'm gonna take it off real quick. I just pulled it off. You guys are good.
You have to hold the switch, not just push it against all the hot wires over here. Okay, turn the switch off. Hold the key out. Okay, put it back in.
These need to be
First position
separated.
is light.
These need to be separated. I need like a.
First position is light.
First position is ignition, excuse me.
Okay.
Second one is light.
Second is light.
Is
Is the tail light on?
No, right now the battery's not connected.
Okay, now the battery's on.
Okay.
Okay, the battery's on right now.
Yes, I know, I see the lights are on.
Okay.
Okay. So there's no high-low beam switch anywhere?
No, not that I can think of. I didn't never see a switch.
Okay, well, this is not connected to anything, so that means it might not have been working for that reason.
Really?
Okay, that's working now. I'm good. Okay, where's the wire at down here?
Here you go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Easy with that.
There we go.
Okay, you do have.
It looks a lot better when we got power, see?
Okay.
Where'd the power go away?
Probably because I'm
Okay,
holding
we
it
got
on.
power there. Okay, so this This wire here is your hot, that bright white one there.
Okay.
That's hot. This is probably a black or some other color, I don't know. So you only got one beam. You don't have a real headlight. So this should go to a switch. You know, you can go up to a three-way toggle switch. You know, neutral in the middle on either direction. Give you a highlight switch.
Can we just put it on bright all the time?
It's best to have both beams, that way you can play with it when something happens. All you do is put a switch in there, a three-way switch. That's all you gotta do. So you do have power now because everything's hooked up. Okay, everything's yanked off the battery now. Nothing, no more ground wires.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're dead now.
Can you do this one?
Okay, so let me put a new wire on this. That's going to what, a 3/16, and that's probably a big one. So we're gonna go up to a number 10.
It's the right size.
Yeah, but I gotta cut it off and redo it. That's a 5/16. Wrong spot. Okay, so here's a number 10, which is 3/16 hole. Does that fit good on the generator down there? Should.
Perfect. Got a
Okay.
little wiggle. Not too
That'll
tight.
work. Okay, so we're gonna cut this one off down here. Start over. Jeez.
Yeah.
Pile of crap. Got corrosion in this wire. Probably because it's been down there in a bunch of filthy water conditions. Hard to believe, right?
Well, this bug's been sitting in the cave for 2 years.
This is not going to go in here. Not sure what the problem is. Get a little more wire. It's definitely enough now. Might be too big for this terminal. Oh, there it goes. See how it's poking through now? See, it's almost flush. The wires. And it's all the way in there. And you crimp it. Give it a good pull test. It's good.
Solid.
Okay, go ahead and hook that up now because it's dead down there. You won't hurt anything. Okay, so now we got to figure out where this is going to sit. Once you figure out where the wires are going to be, then you can tighten these wires exactly where they need to be at. Right now, we don't know where they're going to be. So now I need to go ahead and loosen these up a little bit. So if they're free to rotate. And we can figure out where it's going to sit.
Go back through.
Okay, so let's just put it down there. Give me a rough idea where you think it's going to wind up being.
So,
Okay, so all the wires are sticking up in that position. Looks good. Okay, so we need a little mark on top of that. Now, where's the ignition key at on this? We can rotate this wherever we want it to be.
right.
There you go. Should be straight up and down for being off.
Okay, there it is.
Put it where it's off.
It's off.
It's off right now? Okay, so you want to hold it right there. Where's my L-tip pin we hang out? Keep stealing that damn thing. Okay, that's straight up right now.
Yes.
Okay, pull the switch out. Okay, so we know this is straight up, where that mark is.
That's when all the wires going down.
It's when all the wires going up.
Up.
Like this, see? So you get where they don't touch each other though?
Yeah, so it's short out.
That one's tight. That one's tight. I'll put that next to the other one for help support it. tight. So those are all tight now, and our mark is still going straight up. Okay, so now that should be able to drop straight down in there where we need it to be.
Bang.
Okay, get our nut over here and our little washer. We might not use the washer. Okay, we don't have much thread area, right? So we're getting rid of that washer. We don't need no stupid ass washer.
Tighten it up.
Yeah, the channel locks are floating around here somewhere.
You took them away, remember?
I got them. I know where they're at, too.
Oh, right here. Okay, so this is your leading side that digs in when you tighten like that. So put the wrench way down here and pull toward you. Okay, I'm gonna have to somehow hold the switch a little bit, so let me get a big wrench.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the big screwdriver? It's on the floor up behind you. I'm not gonna have much leverage here, but is the key switched up and down right now?
Yeah, it still is. Okay. Yeah.
It's moving on me. I can't hold it.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's,
You want it tighter?
well, you're just rotating me because I have no leverage. Where's the key?
Okay.
I rotated quite a bit. But
Still good.
okay, put the wrench on, just pull it back a little bit.
Say what?
Just pull this back a little bit as I'm pushing on it.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Go the other way.
Barely moved.
I'm trying to loosen it.
Oh, you want to loosen it?
Yeah, I want to go back.
My bad.
I'm trying to go down without loosening it. Okay. Okay, where's the key at right now? Okay, now let's tighten it up and I'm going to try to hold it
Okay.
in this position.
Ready? 1, 2.
Oops. I slide off because as soon as you do it, you move me.
You ready?
Okay, hold on, let me get ready. Okay, try it.
1, 2.
That's good right there. Okay, so now the key is straight in, is off. You got your positions like
Ignition?
that. So you got ignitions first, lights are second. Got it? Straight up and down comes straight out. You'll figure that out how to do it. See, it's 1, 2. Understand? Okay, let's see if I did any damage on these wires. Looks good. Okay. Now, these push back in over here. This one. Over there. It's not popping in anywhere, but that doesn't surprise me. Usually what I do is I put a zip tie around here to hold them in. 'Cause these stupid terminals don't really work very well.
How's it been?
Yeah, they just don't bite you very good. Now that's the hot one, so if it comes loose it'll vibrate. So you put a zip tie around that to hold it. So re-zip tie that when you get back home.
Okay.
Okay, now let's hook up the jumper wire onto the battery post.
You want me to hook the battery back up?
No, we just put the jumper wire on it for now.
Okay.
And where is my test light? Disappeared to, there it is.
Okay, jumper.
Put that down there also. There's a cool light. Okay, first position, ignition, no lights, right? Okay. The wire is over here. The white one is the hot. Next position, everything should come on. Boom, this is on, you're on. The one running light's on, and the coil should still be on. It's close on. Bingo. So everything works.
Maybe it's a brake light for those 2
Okay,
blinkers.
pull everything out. I don't know where the brake light's hooked up at. You're gonna have to figure out what the brake light switch is. It's probably a hydraulic because you got brakes. This is the switch right here. See this thing right here?
Okay.
That's your brake switch. Different light comes on.
For the brake lights?
Yeah, this is your brake switch right here, these wires. This is a switch. This is a banjo bolt switch combo. So you got a rear brake switch here, there's no front brake switch. So if you want the brake to be working, you gotta hit the pedal. So if you push on this like that, that should have came on if you had it hooked up right now. Okay, so we got all this hooked up now. So go ahead and put the battery, you got the generator hooked up over here? Done?
It's on B, yeah.
It's all done? Okay. This needs to
Screw back in.
be all put back, not done to be back, we still got juice.
Go hit the,
We gotta put this back on power. No, we don't know if we have juice. We know we have juice to the coil, we don't have the juice to the plugs. Okay, that needs to be held somewhere we can kind of see it, be nice.
You got tape? You need a piece of tape.
Just hold it, as long as it's against the ground, it won't shock you. Okay, this is not hooked up yet. Okay, let's go get this hooked up here. Oh, we gotta rehook up that bolt, don't we? Okay.
Where'd the screw go?
I have no idea. I didn't take it off.
Did you see the screw for the battery, Jacob? You have it?
Nope. Not here. It's gotta be bottom.
Jumped off somewhere.
All right, just go ahead and close the lid up. We'll be back after the battery hooked up.